Good evening, good morning, good afternoon. Happy New Year. Welcome to Monday morning. Here in the UK, welcome to my channel. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for liking my videos. And thank you for leaving comments below. And for those who would want to receive more videos, to know whether my video is up around, click a notification bell, watch the video, leave a comment. I need to know what you're thinking, feedback, and share with family, friends, colleagues, because I want the video to be shared and I want it to be watched. There are 8 billion people in the world, and by rough estimate, probably excluding children, there are about 5 or even maybe 6 billion watching YouTube in the social media. So they need to see this video. They need to find this channel. We need to actually maintain visibility. People need to know we are around. So those who are committed, those who have subscribed, those who haven't subscribed, if you like this channel, if you like the video, support it. If you don't like it, support it. Because you might see something you like in terms of the content. Leaving comment is really important. I've been getting very good, a lot of feedback. And in this video, I will be trying to reflect on some of the feedback. Some of them are actually sent to me in writing. Some people phoned me. Some people left text messages. And I'll be going through different comments to find out what people have been talking about, what they want, sharing their beliefs, talking to me about their experience, and making suggestions to give me an idea what their interests are. There are billions and billions and billions of people around the world. Everyone wants something for themselves, their family, their friends. Everyone wants a video relating to their interests, their experience, their belief, what they believe should be of value, and that is wonderful. That is the purpose of giving feedback. And some people have been giving positive feedback. I got more positive feedback and less negative feedback. We are 2 weeks old in this project. We started this channel 10 years ago, and it was inactive 10 years. Inactivity means nothing was happening. It was just sitting there and nothing was happening. That is what inactivity actually means in practice. It means something sits there and nobody lifts a finger to do anything with such an objectivity. That is the brief story of my channel. In the state, 10 years since 2012, nothing at all, absolutely nothing happened in the channel. And now I'm beginning to do recording 2 weeks ago, the last week of December. I decided to start recording, and been using my mobile phone. I'm trying to figure out how to improve recording and see how I can really move forward. And let me know what you're thinking. And I know people are busy with doing what they need to do on a daily basis, and some people are at work, at play, visiting people, or just they want to sit and chill. And different people are doing different things, but we are so lucky. I am so lucky that we have a social channel, social media. This YouTube channel is really an opportunity for us to be free, to provide a type of freedom for us to start expressing ourselves in different ways, and also to speak for ourselves. And it's called social media. Social means ordinary people which are gathering together. They are individuals who are actually in the collective. They try to do common things. They try to do different things individually, and different people are trying to do different things. And we are so privileged as humans, as human species, this generation, with technology, with engineering, with advancement in science. We are making a better life for ourselves. We are improving society. Our families are actually having access to better materials in terms of food, energy, transportation, schools, hospital, and finance, business, money, cash, credit card, name it. We are improving our societies. We are improving our communities, and my invitation for you to for this channel is to really live your life, and live your life to the full. Express yourself, be yourself, and exercise your freedom. That is what social media is about. In my opinion, I believe we can start making changes and actually work ourselves towards our destinies. Actually, the primary purpose of humanity is to work for peace, and that is my faith. And I'm using all sort of instrumentation within and outside the social media to make sure I engage with the subject of peace and processes and peace building, and actually reaching out to individuals, and to make sure we begin to prioritize, to make priority of what we really need to achieve in our family, in ourselves, in our communities, at work. And I received this feedback from a wonderful elder in our community here, in our Acholi community. Acholi are actually a group of Luo people. Luo people actually are a group of ethnic, a racial group who came from the north of Africa, the northern part of the world. They traveled south along the river Nile into this, from all the way from Egypt. Some historians say we came from Egypt in history. Other historians say we came from Sudan. We occupy today southern Sudan, northern Uganda, western Uganda, eastern Uganda. The main Luo groups are actually in Kenya. The Luo people group are actually in Kenya, where former President Barack Obama comes from. Me and Barack Obama are actually brothers. We are called the same blood. We are the Luo people. We speak Luo language. Actually, we have different dialects. With time, we are called the Acholi people of northern Uganda. We are in southern Sudan, the Acholi people of southern Sudan. Our borders were drawn by the British colonialists when they came there and drew the map of Africa in the 19th century. In the early 19th century, colonialism began to occur in Africa. That's how the Luo people were dispersed in part, the rest remaining in Southern Sudan, present-day Southern Sudan. The main group of Luo people are in Kenya, as I said. Some are in Tanzania. We are a River Lake people. We live like living around the rivers, along the lakes where the mountains are. We are so wise. Our history is so rich. Culturally, we are robust. Politically, we are so dominant and dynamic. The history is here and there. And we are in the process of writing the Luo history. We stand together with humanity, with other people. We are all humans, whoever you are, whether you are Luo, whether you're Barack Obama, name it, we are all in it together. We are human, black or white, rich or poor, old or young, men and women, children. If you are able or disabled, sick or healthy, we are a society. And this is what social media is about. This is what my channel is about. My channel is to promote freedom of speech. I'm doing a review. At the outset of setting up this channel, I began to talk about this topic of cost of living. The cost of living is a political issue which is now occurring in the UK, in the Western Empire, hemisphere, in the East, developed country, Africa, across the globe. People are actually facing economic hardship, financial hardship, and money problems. And this is affecting people in different ways. There are problems. I chose that subject as a first in producing my first videos, and 2 weeks ago, we are 2 weeks old. Our channel is 10 years old. Our project is 2 weeks old. We are very new, and we are doing very well. People are supporting me. We are doing great, and it's challenging, and we are looking forward to doing what we need to do. We take the very best from the very best, which is our people, our humanity, our world, our environment, the food we grow, the energy we access, the air we breathe, the light we see, and the warmth we feel. Inside, outside, in our homes, outside our homes. In the UK now, government is helping people with money, with things, with where to live. The British people who are very poor are now being supported, even to leave their home. It's like we are running into exile. Within our country here in Britain. We are in Britain. We are actually going into exile, into public libraries, into public buildings, into churches, into community halls. To keep warm. Sometimes to access warm food. We in this country are becoming beggars. And this is what we're trying to talk about. This is what social media is trying to help us to really have our says. If Britain, in this modern economy, is the 6th richest country in the world, and you still find in a country where wealth is so vast, there are people who are actually worth billions, tens of billions, hundreds of billions. Sooner or later in the world, in our UK, in Europe, in America, in different parts of the world, there are individuals who are set to become even trillionaires. They are set to become trillionaires, from being billionaires, from being millionaires. Talk about the politics, or even the psychology, or the sociology, or the individuality of envy. Name it what you want, or the economics of envy. The poor can be envious people, or they may be just curious observers. And no matter how people describe us, no matter how they describe the poor, and my definition of the poor has been really clear at the outset of this program. And I've always argued, I believe successfully, that if you work for a living, you're poor. People who work for a living sometimes earn, in the UK here, they can earn maybe £100,000 per annum, or 200,000 or 300,000 pounds per annum. But when you earn that amount of money, you still have to pay rent, you have to buy food, transport, holidays, medical care, and you have to invest. Sometimes you have to buy a property, buy to let, or buy to develop and sell. If you're doing that and you don't own your property outright, meaning you are not in debt, you haven't borrowed money to buy your home, that is my definition of poverty. That is poverty because you don't own a home. You are borrowing to buy your property where you live. You're borrowing to buy food. You're borrowing to buy vehicles. You're borrowing to buy furniture, chairs, bed, TV, computer. You use credit cards to live on, paying debt in interest. If you don't have the capacity to buy all these things cash, buy maybe a home worth 800,000, 0.8 million cash. If you cannot do that, you're poor. You may be well off, but you're poor because you don't own anything. The job you do, you don't own it. Even if you are small and medium business, you don't own your employment because bigger businesses, wealthy businesses control the market. So they own you. If you're a small and medium business, you're struggling, and given the present economic atmosphere, because of the market forces, small and medium businesses are said to actually close because the forces of the market is blowing strong winds to destroy small and. I mean, if you're small or medium, you will struggle to survive in the storm of the market system, the market economy. Survivors have to be fit. Survivors have to be fit. Survival of the fittest is what the market provides. There's an environment, and the strong lives, the weak are destroyed. It's like a jungle. So it's like a natural selection. It's like Darwin, Professor Darwin. I don't know his full title because he wrote the origin of species as a scientist. He produced the idea of survival of the fittest. The strong survives and inherit the earth. The weak perishes and they are inherited. You die if you're weak. And that is what the market represents. It's a jungle. There is no law. The only law is survival. So the weak, the small and medium businesses are there to serve the big businesses. They are there to generate resources for the big businesses. So the big businesses actually feed on small and medium businesses. And that's how they grow fat and big. There is an expression in the UK or around the world, in English, we call them fat cats. I don't know if you own cats, if you own dogs, if you have own pets. I'll leave a comment below and let me know what animal, what pets you have, and snakes, and whether you own snakes with snake poisons, in your home and you call them pets, whether you own lion, dogs, or tigers, it's a pet. It's a free world. It's a free world. You can do whatever you want, and as long as you're safe, as long as you know what you're doing, as long as it makes you happy. I mean, let me know what pets you want. And there is something called cats. Cats, big ones, small ones. I mean, if your cat is fat, let me know why your cat are fat, and let me know what you feed them on. Let me know what you feed your cats on to make them fat. And let me also know, leave a comment below and let me know if that is a good thing. If you think your cat is healthy because they are fat, then let me know. And there is an image we use to describe greedy people. People we believe are greedy. It doesn't mean they're greedy, but that's our perceptions. And that's our belief. Maybe we are right or maybe we are wrong, but still the facts mean that there are people who are so rich in the world, so rich that they don't even know how much money they have. I'm not going to mention names, you know them. Go online, go on Google names. Who is the richest person in the world? You will find the answer. And this is the market system. That is the capitalism. That is um, individualism. That is liberalism. You know, liberalism mean we are trying to move away from the government. We don't like government to control our lives. We don't want headache. We just want to be free. Freedom. Freedom from tyranny of the state, tyranny of the law, tyranny of social responsibilities. This is a belief going on with capitalism. This is a belief going on with the market economy and section of the society. 80%, over 80% of the global society who do not have any wealth at all, who are so poor that they grimace, they just frown at the world to look what is going on out there. What is happening? Where is our stake? Where is our country? Where is our Britain? If you're in Britain, where is your country? Where? What happened to your land? What happened to your government? What happened to your economy, society? How about your water? How about your energy? Your electricity, your gas? Who has got your country? Where are your trees? Your wild animals? Your squirrels? See? Your spiders? Where is nature? Where is your country? And this is the question we are asking. On this channel, we want to know who we are, which country do we belong to. And if you're poor, if you are 80% or more than 80% of those who have to work for a living, then you have to ask your country, why? What is happening? What is happening with your energy? What are you going to do about the cost of living? The cost of living. Living means you are alive. We don't talk about the dead. If you are dead, if you have died, you get buried. We don't talk about people who are dead. We talk about the living. And they cost money. Living people who are alive cost money. Children, adults, elderly, women, men, able, disabled, sick, healthy. They cost money. That's what the cost of living is. We talk about people who cost money. Our lives. Although our lives matter, it costs money. That is what the cost of living is. It costs time. That's what the cost of living is. Although politically, it's a political issue. The cost of living relates to the crisis. Simple as that. There's a crisis, energy crisis, food crisis. Because they are expensive, they cost money. They're very costly. Costliness, or rather cost. If something is really cost, it's a problem, it's an issue. It's a political issue, social issue. It means We can't afford it. People who face cost of living, who are at the receiving end of the cost of living, these people cannot afford. If they did, it wouldn't be an issue. For the 15%, 20% wealthy people of the world, the cost of living is not an issue. For the 50% of the population, probably 70%, it is not as bad as it is for the maybe the lowest of the low 30%, 20% of the population. But that is a sign. It's a sign of the times. What I say is that this is the beginning, because the market controls how we sell, how we buy. What we have, what we don't have, is controlled by the market. That's what globalization means. And that's what is primarily responsible for the cost of living, because of the market forces. Sensitive to crises, sensitive to global events, sensitive when it shines, sensitive when it rains, sensitive when it snows, sensitive when it floods, when it dries, when there is war, when there is peace. It's even sensitive to peace. People are peaceful. Maybe they don't need to spend too much money. They don't spend too much money, so much money in the market complains. If people have too much money, spending too much money, they complain. There's something called inflation or deflation. If there's lack of money supply, there's deflation. If there's too much money supply, there's inflation. It's like visiting a witch doctor. If you praise the demons or the ghosts too much, they get upset. If you don't praise them at all, they get upset. Doom if you do, doom if you die. That is the market. It's like visiting a shrine. It's like worshipping the devil or Lucifer. You can't please it. I mean, if you go there, you praise it, it gets suspicious. What do you think you're talking about? Why are you praising me too much? What are you up to? Do you want to kill me? That is the devil. That is Lucifer. The market is some sort of a Lucifer or something. It's like some demons. Not happy or too happy is problem. Not happy is problem. Too happy, too sad. The market complains, and when it complains, we suffer. It's our God. We worship it. If you don't worship it, you suffer. The market are kneeling. The governments, I mean to say, are actually kneeling before the market forces. That is what the governments of the world, they worship the market. It's like worshiping the beast. Market is a form of a beast. If you don't worship the market, he will punish you. We saw a political crisis in Britain just a few months ago. Prime Minister Liz Truss was elected by the Conservative member in the UK. The market said, no, we don't want this lady. Take her away. Remove her. It instructed the UK Parliament. It told the UK government to remove the British Prime Minister, Liz Truss, with her Chancellor of the Exchequer, the senior financial minister, Kwasi Kwarteng. The market said, no, we don't want the Prime Minister, we don't want his senior finance minister. Asked them to leave. The government was destroyed. The government collapsed. The British government collapsed at the behest of the market forces, not just in the UK, but globally. Because the market forces have now have tentacles all over the continents of the world. They rule the world. The market force rule the world. It rules the world. In the developed world, in Europe, America, Australia, New Zealand, China, Russia, Ukraine, war or peace, fight or don't fight, the market will get you. And that was because the market caused the cost of living. And so I chose to discuss the cost of living as the Kickstarter to this project in this channel. 2 weeks ago, the project started actively. Recording videos with the cost of living. The cost of living, the more we discuss, the more we talk about. We discuss many aspects of it. It's a human situation causing problem. Human situation like the family, single parents, single mothers, single fathers, broken relationship in the family, broken relationship in society, broken relationship in communities, failing to invest in people, in our emotional life, psychological life, failing to invest in our minds, intelligence, different types of intelligence. And I've got different feedback. And that's why I'm doing this video, to talk in response to the feedback I've been getting. Cost of living is not just about money. It's about our life. It is how we talk to each other, what we think about each other, how we treat people, even if we are poor. Being poor is not an excuse to be nasty. Actually, if you're poor, there is opportunity to be nice and live with one another in peace. No matter how you describe peace, peace means peace, as opposed to war. Fight if you must, but fight for peace, which means your fighting is temporary and strategic, but it's bad enough. It's necessary, probably. Fight for your life, because our system, our lives, our world is at war. Let us face it, we are at war day and night with diseases, with poverty, with ignorance, misunderstanding. That is what we are as a society now, that there is hope, that we are talking about it. We are doing something about it. If you like this video, subscribe, leave a comment below, share with your friends, support this process, support the social media participants, and support those who actually watch the video in whatever way, every little help. We are in this, we are all in this together. And that is the message for this video. I'm going to stop this video here and I'm going to record it, a last one. Then in the next video, I'm going to talk about, I'm going to go through a message sent to me from one of the elders, one of the special elders in our community, in our lower community in London. He was responding to one of the videos, and he wrote a material about how he felt about life, about the cost of living, about the human, what he called the human capital. He actually called it the social capital. And in the next video, I'm going to attempt to go through what he wrote, the material. I'm going to read through it for you, for you to get an idea what social capital means. And watch out for the next video. This is part 1 of the second video I'm going to make. Thank you. Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, depending where you are. Thank you. Bye-bye.